Hi, today is Tuesday, March 7th, 2017. It's the second week of Lent, and this is a Swede Speaks. Earlier today, I read a report that there had been, the police had stopped a violent crime in Hallonbergen, right outside Stockholm, by firing at the perpetrators. The media is very silent about what actually what the crime actually was, if it was a robbery, if it was an assault, rape, or whatever. I haven't been able to find any information about that. But the first information was that one of the people who had been shot were dead, and the other one was seriously wounded. Now, two of them are dead, according to more recent reports. But there is still almost no information of what's going on. So this will be a short comment. But I am wondering about this. Are the police officers in Sweden starting to get tired of this? Because, I mean, just the few weeks, it's been getting even worse in Sweden. It's been exploding. And I mean, this has been, what do you call it? This has been something that has developed in Sweden during the last 20 or 30 years. It wasn't like this when I was a child. This has happened in one generation. But it's gotten much worse now, and it's like it's accelerating. And I mean, I don't know if it was justified of them to shoot them, but from what I know about the Swedish police, they were most likely justified in what they did. That was probably the violence that the situation demanded. And I mean, of course, you cannot be happy when someone dies, but they probably deserved it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to say this, but they probably got what they deserved. And if this is the case, if the police in Sweden are starting to get tired, it's a good thing. Because what's happening in Sweden? Sweden is deteriorating and turning worse and worse. And if the Swedish government don't manage to, if they are not able to take control of the situation, of restoring law and order in the country, what kind of forces are they making room for then? I mean, I'm sorry that I have to say this, but if Sweden doesn't have a legitimate government, and a legitimate government protects the people from inner and outer aggression, if they aren't able to do that, anything could happen. Sweden is already in a state of a low-scale civil war, a low-scale asymmetric civil war, where one of the sides, the Swedish government, would never admit to this, but this is what is going on. And if drastic measures are not taken, the country is moving towards a situation of a high-scale civil war. And it could lead to the rise of real fascism. I don't want that. I mean, I hate National Socialism. I don't want anything like that. But that's what could happen. They seriously need to wise up now and take control of the situation. And fire the National Police Commissioner, Dan Eliasson, who haven't served as a policeman one day in his life and who is just a political commissar. You could hire Rudy Giuliani as National Police Commissioner. I'm not so sure he would like to take the job though, but you could make an offer to him. I've been saying this for years now, that Sweden needs someone like Rudy Giuliani to fix this. And I mean, yeah, there is a problem with the Swedish mentality too. The Swedish mentality is very consensus oriented. The idea is that whatever happens, you can always talk about it and talk things out and come to an agreement. Yeah, that is the Scandinavian way of thinking, especially the Swedish way of thinking. Sweden hasn't been to war for over 200 years. And So Sweden have no idea how to handle this situation. And we need people who can deal with this. Sweden needs to wise up. The Swedish government needs to take control to reinstitute law and order. Because the way it is right now, Sweden is either turning fascist or Islamist, which basically is the same thing, just different fractions of it. And, well, yeah. You know, Putin has said he won't allow an Islamist country in his neighboring area. And this, yeah, I don't want to sound like a Putinist or anything, but the way things are right now, that would probably make things better in Sweden if Putin took over. And no, let's be clear now, I don't want a Putinist government in Sweden. I want Sweden to get a legitimate government that takes control of the situation. And the two people who died, yeah, that's sad. But they have to stop this. That's just what's going to happen. They need to stop the situation Sweden is in. They need to reinstitute law and order. If I get any more information, I might come back to this. But right now, there's very little information. This is just my first thoughts on this. And that's what I have to say about this right now. I would like to thank the people who are supporting this channel through PayPal and through Patreon. And if you like this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. There are new videos almost every day. I try not to make videos on Sundays because it's been so much lately, so I really need to rest one day every week. And resting last Sunday was actually very good. It made it easier to start making videos again. But anyway, please subscribe so you don't miss anything on the other 6 days of the week. And if you like my videos, please like them. If you've got something to say, please comment. I try to answer as many comments as possible. And please share my videos on social media. And I would also like to encourage you to support this channel. This makes it easier for me to keep on making videos. So any support, any amount, small or large, is very appreciated. And that can be done through PayPal and through Patreon. And that's all I have to say. This is A Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.